Today's video, we're covering the greatest self-defense instructional of all time. Bas Rutten is a former king of pancrase, former UFC champion, and an underrated actor. Let's get into it. Yeah, man, frames per second, 2. When Bas Rutten puts on the olive pants, you're
Hello and welcome.
That's it, olive pants.
Let me tell you first that I've been around. I've been a bouncer for many, many years, and I've been fighting in the ring, as you know.
Is he hiding something in his right hand? He's making me very uncomfortable.
My first thing that I want to tell you is to keep your eyes on your opponent, because if you look away, you cannot see the glass coming.
That's pretty violent.
What is he carrying in his hands? Is he holding a beer bottle? Is he drinking a beer? Hey, that's a weapon right there, because he can hit the beer bottle on your head. And now, with this set being like talking to you for 2 minutes, if you
I knew he had something in his hand. I knew it.
didn't see me holding this knife,
I would have. See, guys, you got to use your eyes. Bas Rutten, you're teaching us.
you could have been dead, my friend.
Oh, look, it's so vague. Bar weapons and other fun things.
The pepper and salt. Now, if you have the time to screw this thing off underneath the table and you put the pepper in your hand, you can throw it at him and then you can attack. It can blind him.
It reminds me of all the comments I get. Back in the day when I was doing a lot of self-defense stuff, you'd always get one guy at least that would go, pocket sand. Pocket sand's so effective.
Pocket sand.
But it's a nice little thing to hold in your hand and punch the guy with, and you attack right away with a right straight left hook.
Specific combination to throw after the salt throw. Love it.
With a right straight left hook, and all the finishing combinations from the Bas Rutten's Big Book of Combat.
He got us. The godfather of the Segway. He got us. You could throw the right hand left hook, and then you can leave a like. Bam, I'm the king though. He's the godfather, I'm the king. I didn't even have to mask it because I was so impressed with his Segway. I was like, I'm just gonna bounce off of his back onto mine. Guys, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on post notifications as always if you're new here. Let's get back into it.
What can you do with this? Would you say? Same thing. Distraction. Throw it.
iPad. Use it for your iPad. Stab him in the eyes.
And that happened one time in a restaurant when I was eating. I saw a waiter putting some hot sauce on somebody's foot, and he dropped one little drop of hot sauce into his eye, in the eye from the customer. And the guy was screaming from pain. It didn't work.
Oh, taking notes.
But I also break it, and now it's a stabbing device.
He called it a device.
Very dangerous. Watch out for that.
I love it. He framed it really carefully. He said, watch out for it. But what he's really telling you is you can stab someone to death if you'd like to do it. Are you interested in doing it?
The bottle of beer. Now, I want to tell you.
He even laughed. He laughed a little bit.
You break the bottle on his head, that will work for sure.
You heard that? If you break it on his head, it'll work better.
Now, this is a very dangerous weapon right here. This is where they put the receipts on. I don't need to tell you what you can do with this thing.
Just going around and telling you how to kill a man.
Let me introduce him first. Amir Ranavardi, ladies and gentlemen.
No doubt he's Armenian.
He's gonna look me.
I don't know if he's really Armenian.
I like to always talk to people like this, but keep your eyes on him. If he headbutts now, oh, that is gonna hurt him.
That's a dope little bit of advice, right? Just turn your head at a 45-degree angle and let him smash his head into the top of yours.
Of course, I follow up, bang, 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 and I finish the whole situation.
In a past video, I actually said you guys should never use sound effects when teaching. Bas Rutten, major exception.
And what about the kick in the groin? Everybody underestimates the kick in the groin. If you want to win a street fight, boom, that's the first thing to do. The guy goes down. You can do pretty much anything with him, what you want to do.
I said, demonstrate it. He said, you got it. Look, they did it in slow motion. He said, do it in slow motion.
This is the only thing you have to do. Step to the side, he's gonna miss, and boom, connect with the right straight.
Those pants are fucking lovely.
They swing and they go back, let them miss, boom, right straight, right on the button.
Look at Amir selling it. Good man.
If I throw my punch in a curve and he goes back this far, I'm gonna miss him already. And there, bang, and God knows what he's going to do to me.
God knows what he's gonna do to my body when I'm unconscious.
Never hit like this.
Everyone throws overhands. You guys know that. You've seen it before. Street fight, first thing you're gonna see, a wild overhand.
Make sure it's straight on the jaw so you don't hurt your hand. When you really want to be safe, and he throws a haymaker, and he's gonna be all the way here down, maybe you wanna boom.
Thank you. I was waiting for the palm strike from Bas Rutten. Bas Rutten, known for palm palm striking people into oblivion in Pancrase. And then you get the comments that go, the only reason to use palm strikes is it was a stipulation in the rules. We get it, but it also protects your hand, you moron.
Okay, so there's no chance of breaking your hand.
And he just said it, and I love it because I've argued with people online about this. Oh, Bas wouldn't do this in street fight. Well, you're seeing it now.
I'm talking to the guy, and suddenly, boom, a headbutt. Bang, follow up with a headbutt. Boom, knee to the head. And look what we got here. Smack his face into the ambience of the place.
Did he say, smack his face into the ambience of the place?
You have to understand, it's a street fight. Try to avoid the confrontation.
That's how he protects himself right there. That last little bit where he goes, I'm gonna teach you how to kill this motherfucker, but try to avoid killing him.
He wanted to break this bottle on my head. I'm probably gonna bounce his head on the table 10 times or something. Don't you ever do this.
The awkward silence at the end of that clip where Amir sells it and then Bas kind of nervously looks at the camera like, did I go too far in that take? We're gonna leave it in.
A knife confrontation, I do not want to go, okay? So again, I got back up and I got to use something.
The chair, the movement, the speed in which he moved backwards to grab that chair was amazing.
My reach is longer than his reach. He can never stab me. He can never reach me. See, never, ever. Boom here, boom, I'm gonna keep going, bang!
This is the most comprehensive self-defense video on how to catch a case I've ever seen.
This is the main artery. Remember the doctor, if they feel your pulse, that's the one. This one is gonna get caught. You can actually win the fight, you get spray blood in his face. Boom, simultaneously, the elbow in the head, go around, grab his wrist.
Now you're looking at this, you're going, Steve, what is this? It's an Americana, or an American lock, or a key lock. It is the same side attack where the left hand is grabbing the right wrist. You can see that there. His left hand is grabbing the opponent's right wrist. Whereas with a traditional American lock, you'd see a cross grip on the wrist.
When you bend his arm, I control him, you see? I control him totally. If you grab a baby by the throat, he will automatically do this.
It's not true. Don't ask how I know.
Always try to avoid to go to the ground. They're gonna kick you in the head if you're on the ground, okay? So never go to the ground.
You guys are probably asking what my opinion is on going to the ground. I agree with Bas Rutten 100%. If you're in a group setting and you hit the ground, you just never know what's gonna happen. Someone kicks you in the head, someone does something else, you just never know. But that's not an excuse not to learn ground fighting or grappling or wrestling, whatever it may be. Because at the end of the day, you don't know if that person's going to take you down. Knowing how to defend yourself on the ground is always going to be a positive. So don't take that limited belief of, oh, well, street fighting on the ground is a bad idea, so I'm not going to learn the ground. That's counterintuitive. Learn the ground, and then you can control whether or not it goes there or how to react if it goes there. But I had a student a while back, and I've covered it before. He got into a fight one-on-one on the train, and he broke a guy's leg with a heel hook. The guy had Tim's on. Leg broke. What are you going to do? You know, he ended up getting knocked over and fell on his back. If he didn't have that ability to lock legs up and do different things, who knows what would have happened to him, and there was no one else on the train. Learn the ground. Stop making excuses.
The liver is connected here with your knee.
That was kind of hard, Bas. Damn.
Step to the side and be here.
Step to the side and be here right now.
And if is wearing pants, you can grab his pants and lift him up. Now I can throw him on his back.
Love
or
it.
Throw him with yourself, your own body weight on you. Boom. He will break your fall. And 205 pounds are going to be on top of him. I bet you he's going to let go.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You slam a guy down like that, he's letting go. Now that movement reminds me of the WWF. Does it work? I'm sure it does. If you guys want to learn other techniques and overall just entertainment, you can become a Patreon producer. I want to thank all the people over there that have helped fund this channel and keep this thing going. I appreciate you guys. Signing up for Tier 1 is going to give you early access to YouTube videos like this one before anyone else sees it. And Tier 2 and up will give you exclusive content you won't see anywhere else. I post about 1 time a week of exclusive content. Anywhere from rants to instructionals to fight breakdowns. You get it all on there. Click the pinned comment below to become a patron.
We're doing this. He's going to be...
Oof, he got the big boy in now. God damn.
Now, the choke he's going to do on me, he's going to not really choke me. Because if he's going to choke me and I try to explain in between, you're going to hear this. Hello, you stepped right. He's choking me and he's going to lift me up. Oh, I'm loose. Okay. 1. Kick to the knees. Or maybe a heel, especially lift me high up. heel to the walls, and I can lean forward, try to throw myself forward, and go back with a headbutt to the head.
That's just been part 1 of this Bas Rutten fiasco. If you guys want to see me cover maybe a part 2 of this, because it's a really long instructional, leave a comment below and I'll definitely get to it.
Hello, you deputy, right?
Make sure you guys check out the community tab on this channel. I post there every single day. It's a great way for us to connect. I try to jump in on the comments, and it's been really fun watching you guys interact over these questions. A little heated. Things get a little bit heated, but for the most part, it's been pretty cordial. So I want you guys to keep it that way. But it's been interesting so far. As always, I'll be back with a new video very, very soon. I appreciate the Strangle Gang. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.